In my examination of this, obviously we didn't have criminal charges pending against the officer. There was no use of deadly force on that scene. So I made the discretionary decision to keep the officers in service. At no time did I feel like that the officers were a threat to the community or a threat to themselves. So that's why that decision was made. In conclusion, all this leads us to the question everyone wants to know: did the officers violate the policy or law, and will they be held accountable? As I said at the start, force never looks good. Images and language can often be disturbing when a police officer uses force. As part of our internal review, I have reviewed this incident through 3 lenses: the law, SPD policy, and our training. In summary, I have determined that the language and initial manner of interacting with Mr. Moore was not consistent with the policy or my expectations of how officers should interact with the public in a professional way, and for that, the 2 officers have been disciplined. However, it is my determination that the officer's use of force in this incident was appropriate and within departmental policies and our training.
You want to step on out for me?
Nah, I got license.
Okay, you can step on out for me, okay?
Step on for what?
You're playing your music? Yeah, you're playing your music. That's a local okay, listen.
I'm not arguing with you.
You want to get out or not, okay?
Oh, yeah, sure. I don't got to argue.
Okay.
You got me a ticket for my music.
Okay.
You giving me a ticket for my music. I don't.
That's a form of arrest, okay? Do it at
Once
arrest.
Mr. Moore repeatedly refused a lawful order to exit the vehicle, the officers acted within their training and within policy and the law to take steps to quickly and safely get him into handcuffs. The struggle continued only as long as Mr. Moore refused to give up his hands for handcuffs. The way in which officers interact with individuals in our community, not only traffic stops but in other encounters, will be a point of emphasis in our training moving forward. We've already received requests for internal affairs file. We cannot release that because of the law that we shared with you, being the New York Civil Rights Law 50A. 50A specifically mandates that we maintain the confidentiality of any part of the officer's personnel file that relates to discipline. As I said in my opening, this is just the start of the conversation. We will be reaching out to key stakeholders in the community and conducting community forums to discuss our new use of force policy. We will try to foster trust and understanding moving forward.